welcome to There's a Beautiful Me. I'm your host, Crystal Davis. So first off, I just want to say thank you to all those who have been tuning in, who've been watching the previous episodes, even season 1. I'm just really looking forward to doing even more things and bringing on even more people. Again, if you are interested in being on the show, or if you have a talent or gift you would like to showcase, please contact me on my website at proverbsbeauty.org, or you can email me at proverbsbeauty31@gmail.com. And I just want to say again, thank you for all that you all are doing and just really helping this vision come to life. We are 17 shows in, including season 1, so it's really truly a blessing to just still be here and still be able to share with you different people around the community that are doing positive things, that are inspirational and willing to share their stories with you all. This foundation is based off of a Proverbs 31 woman, and we covered that in season 1, but now we're just breaking down different scriptures and different passages that relate. So please, 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 I encourage you, if you are interested, please reach out to me so we can get together and we can share your story. But before we go into today's show, I always like to cover a passage, and today's passage is from Proverbs 27, verse 17, which reads, "As an iron sharpens an iron, a friend sharpens a friend." Now, this is very kind of sentimental, and it really brought joy to my heart. I don't know if you all remember, but episode 2 with Nzinga Speaks, she has an inspirational book that's called Inspirational Nuggets to Help You Along Your Journey. And this was one of her nuggets that she had, and I really use it and encourage you, if you have not gotten the book already, please do so. It is very, very encouraging and uplifting, and it helps me get through my day whenever I'm feeling down. But this one really opened my eyes to a lot, because as an iron sharpens an iron, a friend sharpens a friend. So what does that mean exactly? What does that entail? It really, to me, it just tells me, as you have somebody that helps you along your journey, that's on that same path and focus as you, that other person, your friend, should be that person that's doing the same. You all both should be helping each other to get to that next journey. You all should be geared towards enhancing each other. And by enhancing, I mean getting to whatever path or whatever job or whatever opportunity that lies ahead, getting to that point and just really looking to each other and building each other up positively. Because when you have positive people around you pushing you and motivating you to that next level, it only increases your joy and only makes you work harder, makes you go stronger, because you know God's got you and He's got you both. And when you have that person there with you that's able to talk with you and read scriptures with you and pray with you, a praying friend, oh my gosh, look at your friend and see if that's the person that you can say is sharpening you for your next journey ahead. Please stay tuned, because after our special news segment with Miss Anavid Reyes, we will have Miss Monica Jones. I got the chance to interview her. Please stay tuned and take a look.
Good morning, I'm Anavid Reyes, here with your daily dose of health inspiration news. Let's get started. New this morning, have you been experiencing nightmares and sleepless nights? Well, new studies showed these elements might be linked. Depression and insomnia could lead to frequent nightmares. Plus, did you know, a new study revealed that those people with a high sense of purpose in life have a lower risk of getting a stroke. If you or a family member suffer from diabetes, listen up. Reports are saying people with type 2 diabetes may have less depression and fewer hunger pains if they opt for a big breakfast and lunch rather than 6 smaller meals throughout the day. And as digital health becomes more of a reality, a recent survey over 2,000 U.S. adults found that most of the U.S., 84% to be exact, see doctors who provided patient online portals. One of the most surprising surveys found that 61% of older adults, ages 55 and up, access their health information through these portals, while just 45% of the younger crowd, ages 18 through 54, do so. Well, that wraps up your daily digest of health inspiration news. I'm your host, Anavid Reyes. See you next time. Back to you, Crystal.
Hello and welcome to There's a Beautiful Me. I'm your host, Crystal Davis. Thank you again for joining me on the show. So as earlier I told you, I have Monica Jones here in the studio. And here she is. How are you, Monica?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. Thank you so much for coming out to the
Thanks
show.
for having me.
I appreciate it. Yes, me too. Both as well. Monica has her own brand, basically the Born Identity Project. So can you tell us a little about the project itself?
Well, Born Identity Project is just a labor of love that I started back in January of 2014. It is a social event kind of planning firm is what I like to call it, social change event planning firm. And I really kind of just bring awareness to different organizations here in the Houston community, kind of connecting them as far as with volunteers or different donors and sponsors that can, kind of help their cause and just bring more awareness to what they're trying to do.
Okay, so was there a specific reason why you chose nonprofits in general, or it just was something?
I would say I've always just had a giving heart. In the last 5 years, I've just kind of dibbled and dabbled into different works in the community and volunteering for different organizations. So it's something that has become not just a part-time thing or something you do, just 'cause. It's more like my purpose now.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's something like your purpose or like your passion to do that. Because you also, I introduced you earlier, you do chemical research during the day. So it's like after all of that, and during those hours, you go and you help out. So how does that schedule work? Is it more like you have events coming up and then you go to those events, or it's kind of like you plan them? Like how does that up and down?
Well, mainly I kind of plan ahead. Anything, I treat these just like any other event, a birthday party, any type of event. So, I want to stay focused, reaching out to the organizations early on, just kind of making sure we're all on the same page as far as their goals and what they expect from me as an event planner. And then kind of my day-to-day schedule is answering emails, replying to people who are looking for volunteer opportunities, and then I will reach out to, a set organization just to see what they need. As far as the planning goes, I just kind of reach out based off who I'm talking to, per se the organization and what their cause is, and I just kind of create a different event, that's specifically tailored to what they need.
Okay, so now you said something very important. You said that you'll reach out to different people that want to volunteer, or people that email you and contact you about wanting to volunteer at the different events. Is that how does that work with them? I know you said they email you, but is it by organization, or can individuals just, they just contact you and like, hey, I see this event, can I come out and help? And
yeah, it really is a combination of both. I have organizations that I've built relationships with here locally. They know that, people that I will send there are good people and who really care about volunteering and care about interacting with people and the organization's purpose and mission as well. And so it's kind of an interchangeable thing. I have individuals who just contact me on a day-to-day basis and they're like, hey, what opportunities are coming up? Is there anything that's, focused with young girls, or if there's anything going on where I can kind of, get involved with the homeless. So I kind of match, and that's what the Born Identity Project does also, is volunteer matching.
Because I was about to say, because I know even one of our friends, Brandy Neal, she also, she'll reach out to me and she'll tell me about different events that are happening, like, hey, this is coming up, and then I know she has something coming up as well. So I'm just like, oh, this is so exciting to just see all these things. And even with some of the previous events that you had, like I saw you had the All White Affair, the celebrity, was it charity event? Is it charity?
Yeah, a majority of the things that I do are always for some charity. Most recently, I think I did something for prom, which was something that was very special to me. I reached out to a school, Sharpstown High School, and basically kind of took in two male students. And the reason why I chose two males is because there's just a surplus of events for young girls. All the Project Prom events events are, you know, kind of tailored to finding them dresses, and it kind of leaves the guys out. So I wanted to do a flip and, you know, kind of, you know, focus on the guys. And we were able to send them to prom in a limo, first time ever being in a limo. So that was fun. Batanga, Houston actually provided dinner for both them and their dates. Haircut, suit, tux, everything. It was just great. Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome.
That is pretty good. And then you had the hoops for...
Right. This past weekend was Hoops for Hip Hop. It wasn't necessarily my event, but like I said, being someone who plans events, I kind of consult with people who are wanting to host events. And so what I did with Hoops for Hip Hop is basically connecting the organizers to a donor. So they're going to actually donate all of the school supplies and monies that were collected over the weekend to two school drives here in the city actually in August. So it's going to be fun. We're partnering with Senator Rodney Ellis's office and then also HISD schools.
And that was something I was going to ask about too, because it's August 8th and you are basically, like you said, you're getting bags together and giving out to the schools. So for people that want to get involved with that, how can they do that? Is it just through contacting you or through the social media or just more so of those terms?
I have a mailer that I will be sending out opportunities to volunteer here for all of the August events because I have several and I'm overwhelmed.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah,
well, say a few of them at least so that way people can be on the lookout because we'll get to her social media later so that way everybody can go on and check and everything. So.
August 8th, I am the organizer, I guess you can say, of the Houston chapter of #LunchBag here, and we are going to be celebrating our 1-year anniversary where we will be preparing 1,000 lunches for the homeless here. So that's fun. August 8th also I have another back to school drive and so forth. Yeah. Yeah, so I pretty much my whole August is kind of swamped. Right. But it's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing to be a blessing.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was going to say. It's like, what do you enjoy the most about being a part of this and just doing this? Because this is, like you said, a true passion for you. And what do you ultimately take out of it?
Ultimately, it's just personal satisfaction. I can literally go to sleep at night knowing that I've helped someone. You know, I think the reason why I kind of geared my focus this past year to reaching out to the smaller organizations is so I can see the impact that I have, that my work does, the people, you know, who are actually benefiting and receiving these lunches or toiletries or, you know, whatever it is. So I just want to be able to see those smiles and, you know, just hear that someone actually cares about them. That's what I get most out of it.
And I think that's with anything because just I know for even personal stuff that I'll do, I feel like just a simple email, a simple thank you so much. And like you see, there's just the light in people's faces. It just gets you just overjoyed. And it's like you said, a sense of satisfaction that, hey, you know, mission accomplished.
Exactly. Yeah, and it makes it all worth it. All these restless nights and, you know, the double weekends. You know, I'd love to be out partying with friends, but at the end of the day, you know, I feel like my work here is going to leave a lasting impression in my community, with my family and friends and so forth.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I just pray for success for your life and just everything that you are going to be doing going forward, because I know God is going to bless you with all that you're doing. He continues to. He really I must say, like, exactly.
Honestly, days I don't know how I do it, but it's Him. It really is God.
Every day, every day. Well, thank you so much, Monica, for joining me.
For having me, Crystal. Anytime. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too, girl. Well, if you are interested in being a part of this show, please, you can reach out to me on my website at proverbsbeauty.org, or you can email me at proverbsbeauty31@gmail.com. I'm on social media, so you can follow me, tweet me, retweet, whatever you want to do, and find out more about the show. So please stay tuned for that. And then, Monica, real quick, tell us your social media where people can look to find out more about the events.
Okay. My social media accounts, you can find me, first of all, go to my website, www.Born Identity Project, and that's alltogether.org. Social media is Born Identity Project on Instagram. It's Born Identity P on Twitter. And pretty much that's it. And the website, I have a contact page where you can send inquiries. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much again. And there is a beautiful me and you. You are God's beauty inside and out. Stay tuned for our next guest. Hello, and thank you for staying with us during the show. I hope you enjoyed Monica and everything that she had to say. But right now, we're about to close out the show with PD Mind Ministry. Yes, I'm here on the campus of Fairview A&M University, and with me is Zach and a few members of the Mind Ministry that will be ministering tonight. And what I want to say is that it's very rare that you see a Mind Ministry or any kind of praise and worship organization on the campus. So for these young men to take action and to go ahead and share their gifts and what God has given them to the students is very empowering and enlightening to me, and I just wanted to share it with you all. So Zach, can you please just tell us when did this organization start? How did it come about? All of that.
PD Mind Ministry was basically started in 2004 on May 5th. It was started by our founder Justin Titus. He was a freshman at the time, and he had his roommate who was Jamel Fields. They got together. It was like, man, I used to do this in Dallas. Let's get together and do it on campus. So 11 years later, here we are, thriving and surviving on the campus of Prairie View. Yeah, our purpose, that's basically to go out and just spread the gospel on campus and throughout the world. And that's what we try to do. We try to do daily. And yeah.
Okay. And how about you? We have also two other members here. Can you tell us who you are and what made you want to be a part of this ministry?
My name is Bryce McKinney, currently from Waco, Texas. But what made me part of this ministry, because first of all, I love Mom. Mom is like my first love. And secondly, I just love God, and I love ministering on this campus. And to minister without even speaking is so powerful to me. When I first seen the Art of Mom, so I actually been Mom since I was 14. And when I found out, came to college, Prairie View, and found out they had a Mom ministry, I was even more intrigued and more interested and became a part of this great ministry.
Hi, my name is Jay Paul McIntosh, and what drew me to this ministry was one of my brothers, Dariate Edwards. My freshman year, we came to the open house, the organizations, and we both signed up. At that time, I did not know miming was a ministry. I thought it was like a theatrical mime thing. And when we went back to our building, he asked me if I was ready. I was like, ready for what? I'm ready to mime. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to mime. And he was like, are you sure you know what you're getting into? I was like, yeah. He was like, it's a ministry thing. At the time, I wanted to get closer to God, and I just see that as an opportunity to use my gift that God has given me to dance and to worship Him and glorify Him in multiple ways.
Thank you all for being a part of the show and for sharing your gifts. And please stay tuned for PD. There is a beautiful me. I'm your host, Crystal Davis. You are God's beauty inside and out.
Be ye transformed. Lay your hand on your head and say, give me a new mind. You have to fix the mind before you can bestow the blessing, because until you get that mind right, everything you invested in is going to leak out of the crevices of a mind that refuses to change. Look at your neighbor and ask him, do you have a mind to change? Wait for an answer. If they say no, drag them to the altar. Tell them they got till midnight to get that fixed. They got till midnight to dump out all jealousy, all pettiness, all unforgiveness, all strife, all malice, all confusion, all blaming other people for your mistake. You got till midnight to get rid of every poison that's hindering you, every inflexibility that's stopping you from what God is about to pour into your life. Do you have the mindset to be blessed? You have to decide to be blessed. You have to decide, you know what, this is an preaching right tonight. Give me a new mind means give me a new perspective. Give me a new perspective. Give me a new way of looking at my situation. The most powerful tool that you have right now in your life, in your body, is your mind. And your mind is so strong and so powerful that the Bible said it is with the mind that we serve the Lord. Say that with me. It is with the mind that we serve the Lord. That's why the enemy fights you in your mind. He fights you in your mind. For the man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The devil doesn't have to tie you up for you to be bound. He just has to tie up your head with stress, with worry, with aggravation, with low self-esteem, with bitterness, with anger, with hostility, with rebellion, and he can make you physically sick because your mind is sick. But somebody in here tonight is about to get a miracle in your head. You will step into this moment. There's going to be miracles. There's going to be opportunities. Oh yes, there's going to be some struggles. There's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some tests. But even the struggles are an opportunity for me to show off the victory if my mind can handle the change. Woo. If you knew what I dropped on you just there, you just reach out right now. Dorothy, I want to tell you, you could have been